From north to south, from east to west, nature is ever changing. Wheat changes from one harvest to another. Flour is not the same in Alicante or in Singapore. For the experienced baker, however, nothing is easier than mixing his ingredients. Flour, yeast, salt, and water is the formula. Mixing, rising, and baking, the batches follow each other. But the bakery conditions change, and fermentation becomes more difficult to control. Everyone knows the formula, but surprises arrive more often than we would like. Wheat and flour are inconsistent and make the bakers work harder. We find in flour starch, sugars, and gluten, some fatty matter, and enzymes. Gluten is an essential element for the bread structure. It forms a true network of elastic, extendable, waterproof fibers. The fermentation agent is the yeast, which produces carbonic gas, which ensures that the bread will rise. It needs sugars in order to produce the carbonic gas. Where are the sugars found? Some are already in the flour and others come from the enzyme's actions. The enzymes, which are an active substance at a minuscule dose, will decompose the starch and transform it into a series of sugars which can then be used by the yeast. But nature has a word to say as well. The extensibility or elasticity of the gluten will be modified depending on the soil, fertilizer, and climate. Drought will limit the quantity of enzymes and the dough will have trouble rising. All of these are influences that will increase the difficulty of the baker's job. This is why bread improvers exist, to smooth out these variations. A bread improver is a combination of different ingredients. Firstly, the oxidizing agents, like ascorbic acid, which reinforce the gluten and increase the dough's strength. The reducers, like inactive dry yeast, facilitate the smoothing and the shaping. Then, the emulsifiers. Some will reinforce the dough, others make it easier to work, and others slow the staling process and make the bread soft. Finally, the enzymes. They make the fermentation more regular, improve the taste, the color, and the shelf life of the bread, and give the best physical properties to the dough. All the ingredients are complementary. The combination results in a finely tuned product. This is an art that only the manufacturer's know-how can guarantee. It enables the baker to always have good bread and to offer his customers the kinds of bread they want. Bread with consistent quality. This is the ultimate goal. The baker's job is slightly modified when compared to working without improvers. More water in the mixture will improve the output. More thorough mixing will better develop the dough and reinforce it to resist the dividing machine's treatment. And after a resting period, the molder. With an improver, a more active fermentation will improve the dough's rising. Being more tolerant, the dough retains its shape and elasticity. These qualities will result in a better oven spring. The improver is the guarantee for the baker that his bread will be of high quality and be what his customers want, while giving him more security in his work. There is not just one improver, but rather various products adapted to different types of flour and work methods. North and south, east and west, bakers have found their best ally, bread improvers for true professionals.